Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I always say it's best to start out waiting a couple days because hopefully the best accounts, the strongest accounts have kind of made it through some of the opening tiers of the victory track. I feel the same way for those of you who start out in bronze and then think, what? How is this the people I'm matching up against? This is some BS. I have lost both matches that I have played so far, and I've been proud of both. And I wanted to actually highlight how much I've learned already this season. Sometimes people think I only record Battlegrounds matches when I want to flex or something. I want this to be data that shows the opposite, because it does start out great for me. I had Hulk against his Lady D. Not sure why I put Lady Deathstrike on defense. The tenacity didn't really trigger much in this fight. I was waiting for it to. It didn't. He used his future Ant-Man against my Bishop. Great result. But the second round is going to be all-time hilariously painful. I had the match won, but the neurotoxins caused Scorpion to be stunned, and I was a little hesitant. And I was like, oh, I can dash in. And when I dashed in, the stun went away, and I got countered. And that counter cost me enough to lose that by 3 points. Not 3%. 3 total points. And that led to a round 3 that I was very much not prepared for. I put on defense future Ant-Man. He had America Chavez. He put on defense a genius move for this tenacity round. If you don't have somebody like a Nimgod against Storm P90X, I was able to dex all of her special ones for the most part, but I still couldn't do much damage with tenacity with my incinerates. And so it was a really smart move, and I timed out at 30,000, and he almost timed out at 34,000. And even though he only had 27% health left, it still was enough to beat me by about 4,000 points. And then in the one before this, really proud of both fights against this summoner. It's nice to see more Valiant players in the pool now. Round 1, Iceman versus Shuri. I took 30% damage at the beginning of the fight, and that was enough because he destroyed my destroyer. And then in round 2, used Domino against Absorbing Man, and I lost by, again, about 1,500 points with Kindred being Kindred against my Titania. And so I'm proud of both these matches. It's weird. I used to say in sports that sometimes I enjoyed a close, hard-fought loss more than a blowout win. And people would say, why? A win is a win and a loss is a loss. Yeah, but I feel like I grow through good losses more than I do blowout wins. Because blowout wins in Battlegrounds are usually, for me, just my roster is way more stacked than theirs, and so they don't have counters for my best defenders. But when I'm playing Valiant players who do have counters for my best defenders, it does become sort of a match of skill on skill, which is what Kabam's whole point is in Battlegrounds. So when I lose like this, I actually like Battlegrounds more. And I know that sounds weird because as a competitor, I'm supposed to like a mode that I only dominate. But I want to get better at this game. My roster is much better than my skills. And when I fight good people, it forces me to improve and be a better fighter. And in this summer where I'm not teaching until mid-August, and that's still about 3 months away, it's about resetting myself and resetting expectations and having it to where I really just want to be in a position to be a better player. And this is forcing me. Battlegrounds is already humbling me. And it's forcing me to be a better player. I just got smarted. The professor just got outsmarted. And it was partially thanks to 3 points. I've got to take a screenshot of that and send it to my closest MCOC friends to laugh at me. Because that's just kind of painful. But also, I appreciate the loss. I know it sounds weird, but I do appreciate it. So congrats to both these summoners. I can't pronounce this one because it's in I think Chinese, and then Crow next. Also, shout out to the Boss 81. Your win against me is still in one of my recent ledgers, and he's an amazing mod and just a great dude. So I'm learning a lot. I will change my profile pic in this, though, from the foot, which I was hoping was my lucky charm, but it was sort of my unlucky charm, ironically. I'm going to go from the foot to my Professor 1, which is an A+, because I always try to give myself enough to try to get an A+, even if I fail. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.